Hello fellas, sorry it's been a little while since I've had something, but we are doing something a little different. Now, as you know, I've been pretty absent on my channel recently, and that's mostly for a few personal reasons that I'm not going to get into because this isn't the video for it. Today I want to basically say, coming back to a kind of like a Minecraft run, how this is going to be single player, so I'm not pissing people off with the all my big laggy contraptions. But that's what this series is going to be about. Me building stuff. Now, I am obviously going to be playing this on a normal difficulty. I'm not going to do an easy, normal, hard. I could do, but nah, normal is pretty much what I'm going to go for. Don't bother going things like, oh, he's playing in hard, he's not playing hard, he's a weakling. I don't give a shit. I just want to build stuff. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not going to bother with all the hard difficulties and stuff and things like that. I don't care. So I'm here to build stuff, and that's why I play Minecraft. So now that's gotten away, I'm going to basically go through a few things that's going to be basically on this. So a few resource packs and a few maybe technically one mod. So a few the resource pack stuff, data pack stuff, and a mod. So I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. We have all of these, everything here except for the mods, obviously, are our pot of Exuma's vanilla tweaks. So you can get all these on his vanilla tweaks page. I'll link it down below. So first off, wool has a smoother texture. Pretty nice. I quite like that, considering the very harshness of it beforehand. Iron golems now have red poppies, red flowers, rather than yellow ones for some reason. These now have different colour. Well, emeralds first. Emerald no longer has a base to it. It doesn't have the proper base. Melons and pumpkins have different colour stems. So obviously green ones for melons, orange one for pumpkins. They would normally brown both. So now they're different, so they're easy to split apart. Now this one, it's pretty much, you see the icons, the little things floating towards it. That's basically just changing what they look like. So they're nice, they're a little bit prettier than the grey, crappy, boring stuff they have up beforehand. Get out of their way. We now have slightly smoother wood as well. Yes, we have a smoother wood, and it's actually varied. I think it's a varied wood. No, I think wood's just smoother. It's a smoother wood, so these look they blend together a little better. Obviously we have the longer grasses on each of these. All these have longer versions of themselves. Beforehand the grass would stop about here-ish. So I want to kill him, but I need him later. Now these are some of the variants. Dirt and coarse dirt and the like. These now have different variants. So as you can kind of half see, we have on the top of this block, we've got where's the best way to do it? We've got this long one here, this 4 pots. There's only 3 here, and here they don't exist. Same with this one. We have where's the best thing? This one's got I don't know where the best place. There's one. That's got this little corner here. This one doesn't have it, and neither does this one. Different. Same with this. Same with this. Bookshelves are probably the easiest. Like book here, different book completely. Things like that. Kelp. When you get to the top, they have little flowers, so you can see that is the maximum. That's literally just helping later on. Redstone. I was going to use mine, but this is pretty much better because it saves me having to redo it for the new types of redstone. That's I should have lit underneath that one. So this works with 1.6. Mine probably wouldn't have done. So that's what this is for. So it's nice and clean. I prefer it like this rather than the dust. It's much easier to see. Pistons have slime. Well, the slime pistons have slime on the sides to make it easier. Your hoppers have arrows in them on the top and on the side. as to where they are pointing. We have brewing stands have a little thing here to as a little guide. So glowstone adds level, redstone adds time. Gunpowder turns it into an explosive one, and I'm not sure what that is. I couldn't tell you. You'll have to either tell me or I'll figure it out later. And we have nether wart to make the common, blaze powder, strength, cream, fire, tear, health, pufferfish, invisibility. So these are all the good effects, and I think these are all the bad effects. I believe. Maybe? Ah, yes. So, yeah, see, here you go. These are all the bad ones you get. So, sugarcane, speed, and then that maybe makes it bad? I don't know. Something along the lines of, yeah. I'm not sure what these are. That's jump. So these are kind of good and bad ones. Spider eyes obviously just remove strength, maybe. I'm not sure what that is. There's a few other things. Carrots, golden lemons, add health. Add one of these to it, you get a bad one. Just little things like that. Beehives have honey dripping out of them when they're full, so it's much more easy to see. Bells like that. They're a lot more They've got more of a 3D effect. Same with ladders, as you can see, there's actually a 3D effect to them. And with these, same with the sugarcane, iron bars. These would be giant flat things. Vines, doors have a thickness to them, so do them, and so do particularly this part of a thing, because otherwise it'd be straight flat. This is so much better. I literally got it mostly just for this, because that just looks better. I know it wouldn't be like that in real life, because you want it as thin as you can get, but for this, I like it like that. And that's most of the data pack stuff. There is a couple other things. All the dyes now have different variations, so they don't all look exactly. They all look different. They have their own different versions now. So that magenta had a similar one to, I think, maybe this one. I don't know, but they've all got different versions now. I need to go back to my stuff. Yes, sun and moon are now circular. This is the quieter mobs, like cows and cows, husks, things like that are all a bit quieter. Water is a bit clearer. You can see a lot further down into it, so as you can see a lot further deeper into that than you would beforehand. I can pretty much see the bottom of there. Once you get to 3 levels, you're pretty blind. It basically makes it slightly more see-through, so it does look a lot better. All that lot down there you're probably able to see. Now you can. So it just adds a bit more of an effect. These are pretty much stuff on your hotbars. So all your hotbar stuff, see, shields a lot lower, so I can see more. Otherwise it'd be sticking way up over in front of my thing. Same with the Totem of Undying. It's much lower down, or smaller, so you don't see so much. Just little things like that to make it a bit easy to see in front. And this is pretty much, this glint is much less abrasive than what it would be. And yeah, to be honest, I think it's a cleaner look, because otherwise you just had loads and loads and loads of ripples on it, and it just slows it down a bit. So there's much less going on with it. It's just one stripe every so often, rather than being loads every second. Much less annoying. That's all the resource pack stuff. Time to go on to the thingy. Why are you everywhere I need to be? Right, first things first. For the data pack stuff, we have statues. We have the statues thing, so what we do, we go here, we get a book, put whatever in it, sign it, and it's going to be signed. Statues. That's now my new book. And now I can do stuff with this. I can't really do anything at the moment. So now if I right click here, check my target, it's targeting that one. And then I can just do some different things with all sorts of stuff like lunging. There we go. So I can now change all my statue stuff. Lazing around. Yep, there we go. Just different things like that. So we can change these. I've got a nice idea for these, what I wouldn't mind doing later on. So that'd be quite cool when we get them working. And that's also in conjunction with what I've got to do with him as well. Next thing, mob heads. We now have mob heads. So if I were to kill, for example, a sheep, as you can probably just see. Oh, there we go. I've just got his head. That's the white one, and then you'll get loads and loads of more. Ignore the amount of stuff I've got. That's just because it's looting 1,000. So I've got all the mob head stuff. Come on, let's get rid of all this lot. So all those get it with B. Oops, get it with B's. All this lot, we'll get it easily. And it's a bit bot. Next one, silence me. For example, you're noisy. Well, these are noisy. He's now silenced, so now I won't bloody hear him, at least. And so, fellas, the next thing we do is this data point thing. Now, this is actually part of the item averages, the data pack. Well, what I do here is we place this statue down here. So it's because I've done a test beforehand. Ignore that. So we put the item there, and it's got an item through this block. Now, any items that pass through this block on like maybe a water stream or something will be counted up. It'll only count every item. It doesn't separate them across. I do have this mod here. We'll go to it later, but I'm not going to use it like that. So if I go /trigger item averages help, and then we get this set up here. So we can set the tracking time to 0.5. It's not allowed to do a minimum of 1. So if we then do that, and then we can then start the tracking. Enter, and this will now track how many items are flowing through it. So if I do it right up here and then throw a bunch of pistons out, hopefully it's tracked how many items, and it should be approximately 64 times 60 because it does it per hour. I'm pretty sure it sets it per hour, and I believe that's correct. I think it will do per hour. So if I say for every minute, it will track how many items will go through for 1 minute, and then it will set it over the hour's time. So if we do 64 times 60 for an hour, it should do 3,840 once it kicks in. But obviously the 2,000, so it's the I may have missed a few, I'm not certain, but so I may have like missed a few going through it or something along the lines of that. But obviously the more you put through it, well, the I may have gone over it, under it, it may have gone through too quickly to notify it, may have to go through the whole block, I'm not certain, but that's basically what it does. It tracks the average amount of items, and it says approximately 2,000. Yeah, I think it's only done a certain few amount of items. So yeah, I've missed about a third of that chunk, so maybe the first ones weren't in there, I don't know. But it gives you an average items per hour, which when you're doing massive farms, it's nice to work that out. So that's pretty much what that's for. The next one is kill boats. So if I've got, let's say, a boat here, a boat here, then all I need to do, I need to put in a command, and I'm pretty sure it's a trigger, kill empty boat. There we go, and it's killed any random empty boats in, I believe it may be, I'm not sure if it's in all the loaded chunks or if it's over the whole thing, but that's pretty much what it's for, just in case I forget one. And so the next one is the track stats, and that is literally just basically this bar you see here. So if we go to /scoreboard objectives, I can then list, or is it list? No, add, and then I've got a, I think was it set display, and then I have all, oh yeah, I have all of these different ones to do. So we've got team stuff, so we've got set display, sidebar, and then we have a lot of other things here. So we've got some contents, we've got some elytra kilometers, playtime, which is what's showing now, how long you've swam, there's kill mobs, math stuff, and a few other stuff, toggle distance, how many breaks and stuff you've got, how many beacons you've crafted, how many times you've crafted entirely, damage dealt, that's a good one, I've done 8,000 points of damage. So yeah, for track stats is TS, how many picks are broke, there's a long list, how many deaths for zombies, zoglins, how many enchanted items, ended chests, fish you've eaten, how far you fell, how far you've flown, that should be quite a decent one. 1 million blocks apparently. So yeah, it's pretty much just a massive chunk of these that I could put on pretty there's so many of these, it's just like different player kills, how many chunk of boxes, how far you've swam, yeah, how far you've walked, villages you've traded with, there's so many. So like I'd probably go with something, the one I'd probably go with would be deaths, things like that, and that's what that one is for. Then we have this nether coordinates. Now this works both in and out the nether, and basically trigger, and if we go to the bottom we have in overworld. So at the moment, if you can see just under here, I'm at 240, 66, minus 228, and since we're in the overworld, whoops a daisy, we go to in overworld, paste that in, and it's telling me I need to make, if I want the portal to work, come out exactly here, we need to put in x30, 66, minus 29, and if we put that in the nether, this is the exact space I'm standing is where the nether portal would link up exactly. So for example in this one as well, I'm here, so I'm at, let's just do it, where's north? That way. So I'll do it on this one, north facing. So it's north facing, there's one behind me, left, right, obviously. So that makes it a little bit easier for me to organise. So we're at 245 minus 229. We'll do that. So what I'll also do is we're at 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 2, 2, 9. Why? Yeah, there we go. Like that. I'm now in the nether. And I know. So I need to basically build, if I was to build it properly. Yes, I should have known that was coming along. Right, so I need to basically write it in. Do minus 20, there's a plus 30, 67, 29. So 29 is here, so I would know I would have to build my portal here, facing north. So basically that is where my portal would have to go to get the full thing. If I just do it. That's where the portal needs to exactly be, to exactly link up. What's... Oh, I'm missing one. There we go. There we go. And that will link up exactly. Ooh, whoa, whoa, that's lagged out a bit. Oh, there we go. Well, I've noticed, I think that's a bug with the 161. But I'm going to do that so that I don't have to plug with it. Is he gone in? Oh, no, he's not. Just one of his llamas. That's fine. I don't care about one of them. So that's pretty much that. The next one is the spawning spheres. Now this is pretty much just a kind of subsidiary to what you can get with the mod. However, if I go to function, SS, and I can create 3 types of spheres, blue, green and red. So let's do the red one for now. And that will create this red thing here. Now basically what this works at is basically you've got 2 circles. Obviously the further you go out, the better you'll be able to see it. So we'll just whiz all the way out here. So as you can see, there is a circle there. So right at the center of the block where we actually put in the command, it makes a small circle. And that's basically from where your block is. Nothing can spawn within that area. Everything within this one, but outside that one. As you can see, there's another circle here. So if it's inside that circle there, you can't get, nothing will spawn. Outside that circle, but in this circle, things will spawn. Outside of this circle, things stop spawning. And that's pretty much how it works. Well, I think no, things stop spawning, but a bit further along, I think it's meant to be 128 blocks, so that's where things... Now that seems far enough. No, I don't know. Let's just... To me that seems too far for things to stop spawning or instantly despawn. But I could be wrong. But basically that's what it's for. It's basically designed so that when I've got like a mob farm, I know basically within this circle nothing can spawn. So I can make all this thingy. And then anything outside of this I can either light up or put slabs down or something along the lines. And then I can always just do that. If I go to here and then change create to, if I can spell, remove, it will teleport me, kill it, and then teleport me back. And that's pretty much how that works, just as a way for me to identify where things are, where I need to light stuff up. Next thing is pillager tweaks. Pillagers are, as you know, absolutely annoying as hell. So we can function. In fact, the first thing we'll do a trigger. PT for pillager tweaks. Status. See, we have 3 things here: patrols, patrol leaders, and bad omen. And as you see, I've disabled it at the moment. So what we could do, we basically, you get the patrols going along, and if like more likely in these forests and things, you can disable those patrols happening. Or if you really wanted to, you can disable just the leaders with the banners. So if you kill them, you won't get the bad omen. Or if you really want to, you can disable the bad omen entirely, so that once you've done it and you go to your village or something, you don't get a raid happening immediately. That's basically there for me right sort of towards the beginning while I'm setting up, so I don't get raided within the first 5 bloody minutes, because that would piss me the hell off. So that's pretty much this is for, just to like stop raids happening immediately or stop them going in loops. And you can always trigger them on and off. That's pretty much just done with the function. Pillager tweaks. So you can basically use these and you basically toggle the bad omen, leaders and patrols. So I can, whoops, if I actually type it in. Pillager tweaks, bad omen, That's now enabled. So if I go to the previous one, it's now enabled. That's all that's for. One in trader extras is pretty much, it's not exactly what. And now I want him. He has gone away. He's been bugging me this entire time, and the final moment I need him, he vanishes. Why? Right, okay then. So, this is basically, I go him, and now I can basically, it's a way for me to get like these little small blocks you can get. So I can trade for like emerald and a stone to get the little mini stone you can put onto random parts just for like decoration and stuff. You might want to just ignore. Oh yeah, I forgot about the respawn anchor. I forgot that thing was in this update. Ancient debris as well. You've got the main trades as well. These are all the standard trades, but then you get all these one for these little mini blocks you could put around the place. I kind of have half of a thing for that as well. Ignore all the Hermitcraft ones. If I can, I'll find a way to get rid of them. Otherwise, just ignore them. But that's pretty much what. Yeah. Oh, I've got a name for him. That's what that's for, pretty much now, just to keep me sane. The next one is a bunch of the sort of crafting kind of stuff. So if we, I need to be in here. So now, slabs, we can now put them back into normal jungle slabs. And this is basically most of these. So we've got like, these two are basically just ways of rebuilding blocks. So I don't have to constantly, it's, how is it? Oh no, it's like that into, yeah. So I don't have to constantly keep going ahead and reorganising all these blocks and things. Same with the stairs. Put 4 stairs, we'll get blocks again. And I can also redo stairs. So I can craft and uncraft stairs with, so I'm not wasting all my space on stuff I don't need. I can craft the extras back. The next one is things like wool. Wool I can actually turn into string, or I can actually re-dye it to like red stuff. So it's, I could do it with red, blue, all the different types. Go away, B. Same with, go away. Same with sandstone. I need to split it into 2. I can get red sandstone. Same with glass panes. One in the middle. You could get red panes, and exactly the same for normal glass. That's pretty much what that's for. Just throw these all away. Ice. I can now craft blue ice into packed ice, and packed ice into normal ice. And then I can also do it the other way as well. So I can just do it with normal ice to get the blue ice, and it can go back the other way as well. So let's craft and uncraft. God, go away, stupid bee. Bugger off. Right, that's that one. It's exactly the same with the nether wart. I can uncraft it. So I can put it into blocks and then craft it back into actual wart I can use. White wall, that is literally the one, just changing it to string. Apples is basically, this is the only other crafting recipe I've basically added as a thing, because you can't create the notch apples, but this pack basically allows me to do that, exactly that, make notch apples. So that's what that is for. That's the only thing that's basically added that I can't basically add as I have as an uncraft. All these ones are uncraftable stuff. That one is an actual new crafting thing, pretty much because they're so rare you have to find them. This is another crafting one. If you've ever had to make mass dispensers, you know the pain. And this is basically a way for me to... Okay, what's happened here? Oh. there. I can now mass craft dispensers. Much easier. Hell yes, I wanted that. And the last one of these is the full oak block things. I can make these. You get 4 instead of 3. Pretty much, that's the only difference there. Because having it, this is basically all I'm doing is adding 1 there. You can't I can't uncraft these. It just goes into normal planks if I to do that. But it's there to make the correct amount come out of it. Because it annoyed me to hell when you only got 3 of these instead of 4. Because you're using 4 pieces. So it's just an absolute pain in the arse. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Now, the last 2 things I need to pretty much show you are pretty much the modded stuff. As you can see, here is carpet. So it's a carpet mod. It's basically 3 mods that basically make 1 mod work, i.e. the carpet mod. Well, it's no, actually technically no. It's basically 2 mods actually. Yeah, basically it's actually technically it's 2 mods I need. The carpet mod and a mini hub thing, which you've kind of half seen up there, left on, but I can get rid of that. But if I go HC, and it's basically the mini hood, and technically the Mali lud, I think it's called, or the melee lud, or lud, I don't know, something along the lines of that. And it's basically a way for me to find some stuff and help with creating farms of certain types, pretty much. And this carpet mod is kind of in junction with that, with sugars. So I'll show you the witch, like for example, when this comes to the witch farm, I am going to use basically this one. So if we go EP3. So as you can see, I'm here, and I've already got a sphere made up already, as you can see, and that is this hood. I can hide them. No, it's no. Witch farms, yeah. So HW hides and unhides. Go away. It hides and hides witch farm stuff. So to hide and hide will undo everything. S is for slime chunks. Yeah. Alright. So the witch hood, I've put it as B. I probably should have set it to like W, but yeah, I probably should have said W for witch hoods. So we have here a witch hut. I've set it so if I go HB for, I've put it as B for now for buildings, I can visibly see where the witch hut has, where all the witches spawn for this. She obviously can't get back to her thing. So this is where all the spawnable places are for a witch hut. So when I come to make a witch hut, I know where that spawnable area is. And again, there's another one over there where that glowstone tower is. And this glowstone tower is basically what I'm going to do eventually when I figure, if we come to around to it, is we're going to make probably a double witch farm. Pretty much, yeah, a double witch farm. That's the center point. And this sphere is basically the spawnable area around that center block there. So if I'm standing there, this is where everything inside here can be spawned. It's basically another version of that spheres that we made, that I showed you earlier. Only this is, I think this is a bit of a cleaner look, so I'll probably use this more. I prefer the look of this. The only difference, I think the only difference is obviously you can't see underground, so it's, I could probably use it in junction of both to use like one I can see underground where the things are, and I can use this one as a finer line to it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm going for there. So obviously we'd have to dig. I can use this as a way I could show where to dig. If I don't want to dig, I can usually want to know how far I've got to go to light stuff up to to get the maximum efficiency out of them. And that's just pretty much how what that one's for. For the hood, that basically shows what I'm using the hood for, is for like spawning areas and the spawning sphere. So now we need to go to what I want the carpet mod for here. And this is pretty much what I want the carpet mod for. We have obviously here an end city, but we have the carpet mod for reasons of this. Not every one of these shulkers will drop shulkers or shulker shells to make the shulker boxes. I might eventually need quite a lot of shulker boxes. Rather than flying to thousands of different shulkers, but shulker end cities to get all the shulker shells, what I could do is make a farm, and that's what the carpet mod is for. So if I go to carpet, I can shulker spawning in end cities. So what I could do, this basically sets it. So if I goes to true, I can then set this so that shulkers will actually permanently respawn in the end cities. Like basically in what you see these boxes, they can respawn in these places. And that's basically what I'm doing, have the carpet mod for, so I can turn one of these into a shulker farm. Because there's literally no other way to do it, really. I don't think the only other way is literally flying to each city. I think at one point there was, right when these were first made, you could have shulker farms, but I don't think they work anymore, like at all, because they just don't respawn in the end cities. So you have to go searching. This is more for either a project eventually, but it's kind of also so I don't have to go searching out for them and getting lost, things like that. So that's what this carpet mod is for, to turn one of these into a farm eventually. But that's pretty much, I think that is pretty much everything that I am required. So if I now go to, and I'm here, oh, I spawned, okay, so I don't know where the spawn chunks are exactly, because that was where I spawned beforehand, so it's somewhere between there. But that's pretty much everything that I'm doing, or everything that I'm basically considering, or considered. That's basically all the stuff that's going to be on my kind of wood we're doing. Just like a few things to make things look neater, a few things to like little hints, a few data packs for some little fun trinkets, and a mod for basically kind of like a game break. Well, not quite game breaking, but a game efficiency kind of thing we're doing. Other than that, that's pretty much what I'm doing in this one. So hopefully you should be able to see me come around pretty soon, starting a series with pretty much, well, you'll probably see this island as well, because you're probably going to be using this island. So in the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in what would be my new series. So see you fellas.